Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack, and well, AAA is burning from both the West and Japan, rightfully deserved. Oh man, let's see the clown show. Let's start with Squeenix. So, Squeenix stock price plummets, operating income drops 27% from July to September. On top of that, this company lost a year ago, if I'm not mistaken, 60% of their previous stock. Now, what was left, they lose another 27%. Hmm, I wonder. So, in this article, summarized by Fortune, Squeenix HD has fallen sharply, falling by 760 yen, so roughly 12% from the previous weekend to 5,450 yen in the consolidated financial results for the April-September period of 2024, announced on the 8th. Operating income was 20.1 billion yen, an increase of 22% compared to the same period last year. However, operating profit for the July-September period alone fell 27% year-on-year to 10.3 billion yen, and there is a widespread sell-off due to the recent deterioration in business performance. What deterioration performance could that be? Hmm, let's see. This company is ruining themselves by doing exclusivity deals with Sony. All what they were producing it was censorship of their older IPs. They did Forspoken, Brock Spoken, many names that they were just used on internet as a way to meme this fucking company because they one fucking developer killed one should I say one fucking game killed a whole developer studio with their own freaking mind. I really enjoy seeing that shit. Man. So on top of that, what they did to Akira Toriyama, as soon as he passed away, they went straight to insult his legacy by censoring the make of Dragon Quest 3. So just to end this one, in the April-September period, business's performance decreased due to the amortization burden of game development costs and decrease in advertisement expenses. But it's not looking good. So the cost of development is rising, despite that the fucking games are just far less likable, interactive, or should I say, go to straight and fucking fun gameplay at all. Could be because they listened to Sony and going with the interactive movies, or they're just not producing anything good since they don't have the developers because most of their fucking roster of developers are just fucking blockbuster corporates from their earnings department. And well, this is one for Squeenix. It's not looking good. And you know what's not looking good also? That's Squeenix because I was waiting for things to come up, and oh man, I was just laughing my ass off. Especially with this one, since they have been telling us that this game is a success with 37,000 concurrent players, and those numbers shrink, or should I say, stagnated. And for that, Steam, yeah, and even fucking EA hasn't pronounced it that this game even reached the 1 million copies. They will be bragging about it, but that's not the case. Let's read this. This is from Grounds from November 8th of current year. Legacy Media reported Jason Schreier. That fucker blocked him. Yeah. Coughing 4K deleting his drag queen age Belgar, DEI guard, excuse me, post boasting about that was top of the charts, which he posted to dunk on the charts. If he's deleting the drag queen top of the charts chat post, you know the sales are trash and BioWare is in big trouble. Well, I just added big because at this point, yeah, this in big trouble, but still they're going to even stick to Mass Effect. EA wants to lose money. I'm not all for it. Jason hates you. He thinks you are chuds. He mocked the Go 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 Bro meme and it's obviously backfired on him. And he's very well connected to the dev level with many work studios, including BioWare. The whole reason fucking Jason Schreier is even relevant in the first place because he's a woke ideologue. The whole reason of why he got all those leaks is because he sympathized with the fucking idea of the woke ideology with Gamergate and all that fucking shit that destroyed gaming in the first place. So of course he is going to get those leaks that things are not right, and he won't miss because he gets information directly from those fuckers that sympathize with him. They only talk to their own. That's why. If you don't believe me, look what happened with that Soylent YouTuber Jung Jia. He's a leftar cock living in California. He sucked. Jason tried when he went straight to insult him and mock him for no reason because it was a humiliation riddle. Just so he could actually suck that cock and work in the legacy dying industry media. So at this point, I don't have sympathy for any of those fuckers. And when they get called out, oh man, I just laughing my ass off. I know you too. So just to continue, what does he know? EA has released zero numbers. If he has sold 1 million copies in 24 hours like Stellar Blade, you would have heard about it by now. Exactly. Source, followers on my feed, confirmed by myself via X search. He posted this shit, and he deleted it, and Mr. Clown here. There's no way you genuinely like this turd. I actually don't like the game very much, then why you beat the signaling? But I like seeing shots get this dunk on. Ah man, yeah. Looks, it's like seeing a petulant child that he's just doing a tantrum because things are not going the ways that kid wants, and he ended up humiliating itself like this. And just to even dunk on Drag Queen HD, I got, well, we have this one from Tag Park Place. Drag, Drag Queen HD, the Belgar, the DIGAR, excuse me, the failguard, yeah, the failguard, is practically worthless after only a week. Trade in value plummets. So players are discovering that Drag Queen Edge trade in value has plummeted only a week after release. It's no secret that Drag Queen Edge has been having a row of ins since launching on Halloween. It got overshadowed by a broken ass Capcom beta launch of Monster Hunter. A broken garbage beta from Capcom that was free to play overshadowed this piece of garbage. So I was laughing even when I saw those videos of that fucking Monster Hunter just with low polygons because they tried to play that game as a rugly 20 frames per second, lowering all the graphics. Looks like PS1 graphics. Beat it, Drag Queen Edge Failguard. So it's no secret that Drag Queen Edge Failguard has been a rogue go up since launching on Halloween. Not only did the game fail to reach 90,000 concurrent players on Steam, but inside sources allege that the game has barely moved 500,000 copies and has seen refunds skyrocket on digital stores. Even with those games, they have the fucking caveat in on Steam that they force you to waste your time in unskippable cutscenes and overloaded character creators that they don't actually provide something likable. We have at this point it was evident how Drag Queen Edge Failguard will eventually release with the fucking ideology from BlackRock. It was all writing on its face. But well, some fucking idiots, they never learn. And well, they got some buyer's remorse. And of course, those refunds skyrocketed. Even the gaming access media, which heaped lavish praise upon the BioWare RPG, has seemingly left it behind, or even just like Jason Schreier deleting it. And Andy Mion confirmed what, well, at least he said this. I am also told in terms of refunds that currently the game has at least 30,000 refunds in the past few days. And even there is a way to verify how many refunds have been issued on Steam. And there are a lot. YouTuber Andy Mion said in a recent video on his channel, citing sources close to the game, which is not good for your game that has barely sold 500,000 copies to be hemorrhaging players like this. So, generally speaking, Failguard is not a commercial success. Most of the response likely came from digital stores like Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation. It would be hilarious to me if fucking PC Station actually accepted the refunds, just like when they did the Cyberbox, but I don't think that will not be the case because it's not that broken, at least from what I saw from videos. These online platforms allow players to return a game for a full refund within 2 weeks of purchase as long as they have less than 2 hours or gameplay log. It's a policy that lets players try a new game with no risk, but there is risk with those games. They overloaded with wasting your time, so you can't avoid the 2 hours policy refund. I, that if you see, even if you are one to just be curious, as soon as you notice that shit, you should immediately close the game and issue the refund. And if issuing is basically saying it's just almost 2 hours at this point of skippable cutscenes, no actual gameplay. No, I'm not going to tolerate this shit. Even if we look at what happened with Cold Vein, that it's a decent game, and that's the last thing that Bandai Namco is going to give you when it comes to games with good fan service. At least when you were in the character creator, you could immediately play the tutorial and see how things falls. But these fucking games nowadays from the West or even from Japan, they don't do that shit. They waste your time. Just to continue. Unfortunately for gamers who purchase physical copies of the title, it's a lot more difficult to return opened games for a full cash refund. But typically this player sells the game back to the retailer. They take a loss on the purchase, but it's not a total loss. For a new game that barely a week old, you can typically get somewhere in the 30s or even 40s on a $60 or a $70 game. I remember even those in the PS3 and 360 era. You lose a lot of money, you go to your average GameStop. However, after a little more than a week in the hands of players, Gayston has listed its drag queen edge failguard trade in value as just $22. Damn! Oh, they, this is not good for a week old game. Glorious. So I just going to stop here. At this point, you can clearly see that this shit is just collapsing. They they keep bleeding money. I'm all for it. If they want to go bankrupt, I'm all for it. Like fucking Squeenix. If just fucking game urinalist wants to make a fool of themselves, they can go for it. I enjoy seeing this shit crumble and burn than buying and playing all that crap and getting buyer's remorse. And you know what? You can't have buyer's remorse if you don't buy their stuff. Think wisely. That's all I wanted to share here with you for now. Thanks for watching and I hope you have a pretty good day or night whenever you are. Please, take care.